Hello, welcome back to my channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up & Go and T&D Commercials. Race 2 of round 3 here at Sardegna in Italy on the A layout, 3-mile anti-clockwise circuit, 15 corners. And we have a 13-lap race here for race 2. So reverse grid as well for this one, and we will go through that now. So we have Flash on pole position. Again, thank you, Flash, for the replay. He's on the medium tyres. Then we've got Eddie in second place on the mediums in that Genesis. Tank in third in the GTR on the hards. Golden Lutz in the Lambo in fourth on the hard tyres. Castian also in the Lambo in fifth on the mediums. Global Slim in sixth in that Mazda on the hard tyres. We've got Loopy Higgins in the Cayman in seventh on the hards. Still in the Ferrari on hards in eighth. Labillion in the NSX in ninth on the hard tyres. Mighty Kid in 10th place on the mediums in the Cayman. Steve in the Cayman as well on the mediums in 11th. And Molson in 12th on the mediums in that Audi. So Jib unfortunately hasn't made race 2 either. So he will be getting nil point in terms of points here tonight in this round. But also Love Rocket Rods hasn't made it. He's had to pull out through illness. So, yes, another of our drivers who couldn't be here on this one. So, here we go then. This is going to be race 2. Let's get it underway. Watch those lights. 13 laps ahead of us. Right, away we go. Everyone, I think, hopefully, has got away this time. They have. Golden Lutz has finally found his accelerator and gets it going this time. And they're in 5th place in that green Lambo. So, no disaster for him here in race 2, but it's Addy who hasn't got away, about to stop and go in this race. That's cleared, and he has cleared out there in front. Now, what can he do in that Genesis? Didn't really see him battling, did we? Because he had to come in early for that stop and go. So let's see what he's got here now. The Flash behind him in the McLaren in second place. Tank's running wide in the GTR. That's going to allow Loopy Higgins to go through up to 3rd place. He does, but they're coming up to Church Corner now. Now, please don't go through here, through aside. The 2 aside's bad enough, and Golden Lutz did hang it out there, and it's, well, they're visibly behaved through there, and actually quite good. A few of them scraping the barrier, but good in all through. No disasters there, but look at all that in the middle. Castian right in the middle of that in his Lambo, in the middle of, well, everybody. All sorts of dramas going on here, but lots of contact, but all clean stuff at the moment, really. We've got 13 cars coming through this narrow street circuit. Expect a bit of contact, aren't you? But everything's all good at the moment. So we've got them all streaming through towards turn 12 and 13 now. Let's see, is any disasters? Everyone's through. Yeah, looks like everyone's through. Oh. Just as I say that, Golden Lutz has lost it. Oh. Should know better than to open my mouth. What happened? I think he just, he hit the barrier, didn't he, on the outside, and wasn't actually anybody else's. He just out there found himself. Fortunately, he didn't actually make contact with anybody as he spun out. But that will put him down to the back and in 12th place. So just when it looked like he's... and Tank's lost it as well at turn 14, and that's the slowest corner on the circuit, but easy to get it wrong. There was a bit of contact with him and Molson, and that spun him round. It wasn't much kind of contact, but then he got himself on the grass and he spun himself out in that GTR, and now we're going to see Golden Lutz coming round the corner from him spin. So yeah, 2 in the space of as many corners there for Tank and Golden Lutz. But Addy's still leading it. He don't care about what's happening back there. Flash still in second. Steve up to 3rd now with Loopy Higgins in 4th. Going in there really hot in turn 1. Does he get it stopped? Well, he does get it stopped, but lost a lot of time. He literally had to slam on the anchors, and that's now allowed Mighty Kid to go through. Loopy was going to run it well wide, but he just had to really brake hard, which then slowed him right down, and still... And Molson battling it out, but Still's there up to 6th, and now having a look up the inside of Loopy, some more contact. He's going to back off, but he lets Lupi keep that 5th place, but still in 6th place. Then Molson and Castian finding out. Castian up the inside at Church. He does get it done on still. It's on those hard tyres. Can't get it turned. And that left-hander. So quite a few of them on the hard tyres out there actually. Getting them out of the way early. Minimum of 2, remember. 2 laps, that is. On the hard tyres. Getting down now into 9. Getting 3 abreast through there. They've got all this going on. Cassian just can't get, he seems to be in the middle of everything here. He just can't get himself out of the middle. Ruby Higgins. Those hard tyres just slowing everybody down. Oh, now Cassian's lost it. That was inevitable. It was getting very, very close. Personal up there, wasn't it? Just getting himself tangled in the middle of this group with Cassian. I think there's a bit of contact made. He had Molson on the outside of him, and that spun Castian around, and racing incident for me. I don't think Castian knew that Molson was up the inside there. Just caught the front of Molson's car that spun him round. That drops into 10th place. So all sorts of stuff going on here early. We're only in lap 2 here of race 2. Already we've had some cars off at the end of the lap. I mean, it is traditionally a lot narrower on the, as we see Steele coming in for his stop along with Global. But yeah, this track does narrow more at the end of the lap than at the start. So things will start to get a little bit closer up there, and that's where all the dramas are happening, so it would seem. So maybe just the drivers getting a little bit too close for comfort. Steve in second, trying to chase down Addy, who's in front, who's got a nice lead now. He's on a bit of a mission on those medium tyres with Steve also. There's Flash in third, Mighty Kid in 4th place. He's trying to get past Flash. Flash looks like he's going to be having to concede 3rd place to Mighty Kid, because he's going to go around the outside. Is he in that Cayman? Well, just stay there and he'll be on the inside into 9. Gets it done before the corner. Up to 3rd goes Mighty Kid. There's Flash in 4th now then. So Flash was in pole position. Down to 4th place now. We're on lap 3. It's Molson up to 5th already from the back of the field. And a race 1 winner, of course. Those medium tyres, and looks like again showing a lot of pace here in race 2. Loopy a bit slow out of 14. Is that going to give a chance to Labillion to going to move on him along the straight? Sort of paces that NSX got. Let's have a look. Oh, I think Loopy's driving in, or is he? Oh yeah, well, he almost went for the fainting, didn't he? But Labillion followed him in, so both Loopy and Labillion on the hards have gone in. Castian's going to move himself up to 6th place then. Those medium tyres, so I think everybody are now on mediums at the front here. Yeah, all mediums down to Castian in 6th place. And we've got Loopy and Labillion who are in pit lane. Steele has also come in. Actually, he's been on the soft tyres, which again is a mistake. Should be the mediums and hards only on this race. So Steele on those softs. So it's just the wrong compound from the team being put on that car there. He's coming in now, maybe just realised his mistake. Interesting, he's going to go to the back of the field. Be interesting what he comes out on. We will see. We'll come back to him. In fact, we'll see now, won't we? He's on the medium tyres, so I think he just realised the error that he'd made there here on lap 4. Oh, it's closed up here, isn't it, at the front? My goodness, Addy had a massive lead when we first see him. What happened here? He must have had a moment somewhere, had he? All the way back while he was watching still. Maybe not. Maybe Steve was just caught up in that. This all looks like, it just looks like Steve. He's got a lot more pace in that Cayman. He's closed that gap considerably. He had a massive lead, did Addy, and that's closing fast. By the time we get to the end of this lap, or even the middle of this lap, it will be on the back of him. So Steve's saying some tremendous pace here. Through Church Corner, I'm just curious to see if Addy makes any kind of mistake, or is he just saving his tyres, maybe just doing a bit of fuel and tyre management here now. Maybe that's what it is, because already, look, Steve right up behind him as they come up towards turn 9. I think it's some sort of management going on there from Addy, because there can't be that much quicker Steve in that payment. But he's on him. Steve will take that lead, I'm sure of it, by the time we start lap 5. It's Mighty Kid still in third in the background, but he can't keep up with these two at the moment. So let's just stick with it and see if Steve does make that move as they come through 13 towards 14 now. Steve already is up the inside of Addy into 14 and gets the job done, and up to first place he goes. So into the lead goes Steve. So let's see what Addy's got. Will he? Was that a little bit of strategy from Addy? Is he trying to get a bit of slipstream off him now, Steve? He's going to grab some anyway, whatever happens. Man, I think he was allowing him to have a little go at the front, just to see if he could find out where he's a bit quicker or a bit slower. You can watch each other's lines. He looks like he's picked up the pace again. I think he purposely done that, slowed down, either managing ends, fuel and tyres, as I say, or it was to allow Steve to take the lead so that Addy could do a little bit of spying behind him in second place. Yeah, he's certainly picked up the pace. All of a sudden you can tell the difference in that Genesis and the pace that Addy's got. Clearly going a lot slower. That before that 5 it is, both on medium tyres. Having said that, Steve is pulling away. I think Addy's giving him everything, or he's giving him everything he's got, but maybe that Raymond is just a bit quicker than that Genesis. He has certainly picked up the pace, that is for sure. There's Mighty Kid in third place, Olsen in fourth still, and with that fastest lap as well, a 1:52.1. Got the fastest lap in race 1. Can he get the fastest lap in race 2 as well? Well, he holds it at the moment, and he's still knocking out fastest sectors as well, up by 3.5 tenths as he goes through 13 down to 14. So he could be in the 151s if he continues to make time here. Let's have a look, see if he does get himself into the 51s. Looked pretty good through there from that last sector to this point. So if he has lost any, I don't think if he has lost any time, that is, I think he's lost too much. He's going to cross the line now to start lap 6. Yeah, 1:51.6. So in fact, takes another half a second out of his previous fastest lap. So up to the 1:51s now we go, and he's now chasing down Mighty for that third position. Steve still leading it from Addy in second, Mighty third, Olsen in fourth, then Castian in 5th place now. And, actually, with Castian, he's spun it and lost it, didn't he, through 13. He's up into 5th now, but that was because of the pit stops that the guys had taken, because he was in 6th place when we last came to him. So he has made up another place, and that was over Flash, who's behind him in 6th. But he's there in 5th place at the moment, is Castian. Obviously still got to do the stop. All these guys, mediums, have still all got to come in and run that hard tyre for that minimum of 2. So up through turn 7 and 8, which is this fast section, and up to first of the slow hairpins here at 9. Gets it wrong there, Flash. Way too hot in there. There was no way he was getting that stopped. So loses some time there. Fortunately, he's got no one behind him. There's a big gap back then to Loopy. These are the guys that have come in that had their stops and have come out onto the medium tyre. So these are all the guys that were on the hards at the start of the race. So Loopy in 7th, Labillion in 8th place. And we've got Global in 9th, Tank in 10th, Golden Lutz in 11th, and Still in 12th place after his tyre mistake at the start. Going to find it hard to get anything out of this one now, having already done one stop. He's still got to run them hard tyres, remember, so he's going to effectively have 2 stops against everyone else who's just got the 1. So I don't think he's going to get much better than where he is at the moment. It's still so bad luck there for him. But Steve, meanwhile, up front, he has got away from Addy, and I think Addy is he's got nothing more to give, has he? There in 2nd place. So maybe he did have that little spurt, didn't he? And he looked like he was purposely slowing down. Then it looked like he was back on it, but now it still looks like he's back on it, but cannot live with that Cayman of Steve's in front. This is where it all starts to tighten up a little bit around these final couple of sectors of this circuit. This is where mistakes can be made very easily. So the gaps that you thought you had can suddenly disappear if you're not careful. But Steve looking nice and smooth coming through turn 14 now, and now a run to the line to start lap 8 of the 13. Coming into the closing stages of this race 2 already. There's Addy. So Jason Plato Racing livery, a replica livery I should say, very similar anyway. 2nd place Molson, he did get that move on Mighty Kid and he's up to 3rd place, so onto the podium he goes for Molson. So winner in race 1, now sitting there in 3rd place. Still got lots of laps to go to the end of this one. They've all got a stop to make as well. So, who's to say he ain't going to get a double here? Certainly on. It's Molson now. E-Kid trying to stay with him. In 4th place, Castian still holding it in 5th. He's got no one around him, so he's just run his lines now. Try and for some nice error-free laps in here, and see what it brings him at the end. Finishing 6th place again on his own by big margin, so same applies. It's Loopy in 7th, being chased down by Labillion in 8th. So this is the battle of the stoppers. They've already come in, remember, out on the medium tyres, running to the end now. I don't think fuel's an issue, it's just that tyre change that they needed to worry about, as these are the GR4 cars and not the GR3s. Oh, and there you go. Oh, and that's, wow, that's got to be save of the season so far. It's only round 3, of course, but what a save that was from Loopy Higgins. Let's have another look at that. Through 13 he comes, runs it wide, does well to not hit the barrier, then look at that, absolutely fishtails it. Big old tank slap up from Loopy Higgins. He does lose that spot, or does he, to Labillion? Well, Labillion, well, he did momentarily, but then he runs it wide. He got a little bit of rush of blood to his head there, did Labillion. Thought, oh, that's, I'll have that 7th, but then failed miserably through 14 and got remains in 8th place. So, good effort, but got to do it all again now. But Loopy Higgins, what a save that was. Big fishtail, big tank slapper, and still manages to keep it going forward. I don't think I've ever seen anyone hold mistake through there. It was a very, really big mistake as well, so he's done really, really well. He's probably broke his wrist now from the feedback of his steering wheel there, but so maybe driving one-handed at this point, but we'll at the moment in 7th place, looking good. There's Global in 9th place. Really seen too much of these guys, unfortunately, just not been at the races here quite literally tonight. There's Tank in 10th, but I like to try and give everyone some sort of coverage here, but sometimes you've got battles going on elsewhere. It's kind of what people want to see, and unfortunately these guys just cannot even get involved in it around here tonight. So 10th for Tank and still in 11th. And Golden Looks in 12th place. He's back there, down there now in 12th. So I don't know what happened to him. So on to lap 10 we go. Going to be getting to the point where these guys will start to think about having to change. Imagine they'll go right up to get one more lap out of these mediums and then run their final 2 laps on the hards. That would make the most sense, but we'll see. Eddie's still holding it in 2nd, and then this battle's still going on, and Mighty Kid hasn't given up on that 3rd place, actually. Fighting back from Molson. Molson suddenly he's got a mirror full of an orange and green payment behind him. So just when it looked like he was going to start to pull away and maybe even challenge for 2nd place, Molson is now under pressure from Mighty Kid to try and hold on to that 3rd position. So coming up to turn 9 now. Is there a move on? No, not there. Mighty Kid. Now suddenly looks like he's got a bit of pace. So let's just stick with these and see what happens now. You start getting a bit of pressure on someone. Certainly the car in front, once they know someone's right behind them, that can obviously lead to mistakes, little errors. So is this gonna play into the hands of Mighty Kid? Is Molson gonna make a mistake through this pressure? Just pulled away again, so got a little bit more of a gap. So no, he's not playing into his hand at this point, and they are staying out for another lap. So this will be their final lap on these medium tyres. They'll all be coming in pit lane next time around. Castian also, I would imagine, will stay out and do one more. Oh no, he's diving in, so he's no, he doesn't fancy one more, so he's going to go on to the hards now. The final 3 laps. Flash is now under pressure. He's still in 6th place, but under pressure from Loopy and Labillion. Flash has also still got to come in, remember, so let's see if he comes in now or whether he has another lap. Does it look like he's coming in? No, he's too wide for coming in there, and he does stay out for one more on those medium tyres. Loopy, Labillion, 7th and 8th place. Then we got Global Slim in 9th. These will be coming in. It's Tank in 10th. It's Japanese style. Well, obviously Japanese style Nissan GTR. It's the only kind of livery you could have on that car, couldn't you, really? It's Tank there, number 98, 10th place. Still, well, he's made up one place into 11th now, hasn't he? So, cursing though, team mistake at the start, putting him on the wrong tyres. It's cost him this 2nd race. Golden Lutz there in 12th. just going through the motions now. And just as I say that, all our leaders are in. Our top 4 are in as we predicted. Flash is dropping down to 7th. He will be in this time, but his tyres are now shot and he's being taken over from the guys that have come in. Here's Castian, who's actually come back out in 5th place on those hard tyres, so he didn't lose any spots. It's on the hard tyres, he's done his change, but the Billion who's on that medium compound, he's chasing him down, and Loopy has fell all the way back down to 8th, so he's had a moment somewhere. Flash, we know he's in 7th, and he'll be in now. Loopy, yeah, oh, he's got some right damage, so where was that? That must have been just a minute ago, because it's still flashing up. Oh, it's, yeah, the inevitable place. Turn 13. That's where we've seen most of the dramas here tonight, haven't we? And it does it again, so right front damage for Loopy, and drops down to 8th as well. Global in 9th, Tank still in 10th. It's closing up a little bit between Global and Tank, but then he runs it wide. He's also got damage, and I think, was that just because of that running wide? It was, yeah, it didn't seem like he hit that hard actually, but he has got the same damage as what Loopy got, and maybe he did hit it hard actually. Yeah, that's quite a big hit, but then he spins it as well, just to make things worse. But for still, we'll take it. That's another place for him. He's up to 10th now. Golden looks in 12th place, but he's a little way off the back of Tank now. So pretty much everyone's in. There is someone in pit lane, that's Flash, but he will be dropping to the back of this field. Everyone else has made their stop. We're on the penultimate lap now as they come through Church Corner. Steve still holding it from Addy in 2nd, Molson in 3rd, Mighty Kid in 4th, so no change here. That all looks pretty settled up there. Not sure much is going to change now between that top 4, although completely ruling it out. But all looks pretty good. Then Castian in 5th, the Billion in 6th, Lukey still in 7th, Global in 8th. But Molson still holding that fastest lap. No one's beaten it yet at 1:51.6, so we might get 2 fastest laps here and a race victory, and also podium finish. So overall, it's a pretty good race, I think. But they get better than that, because he's now closing in on Addy. And he's not got an answer for Steve, who's going to win this race, I feel. But he's now got Molson behind him, closing in, and that's his next concern as they start the final lap, coming up to turn 1 now. Here we go. Is this going to be another close finish here at the top? Mighty Kid, I think, has run out of tyre, and he's got the hard tyres on. He's not going to be part of this battle. He's falling back, so it's going to be the battle for 2nd and 3rd place here for sure. Molson looking a lot quicker through turns 4 and 5. They're up to 6. He's going to go for the move up the inside at Church, but he's not going to allow him through there. It's a big car, that Genesis, but it's big. You get a little bit more weight, potentially anyway, and that Audi looks a little bit more nimble, a little quicker as tries on the outside line now. Addy's going to stay exactly where he is. He's not going to let him go around the outside here. Is he up at 9? Can do it, but I think Addy's going to stick it out. He's going to right close to the inside, and he kind of runs him out. No contact, but runs him out wide there. Doesn't allow the move from Molson. That's all good racing there. Molson may have to settle for 3rd unless there's a move on down here at 14 or even to the line. And what a great switchback from Molson. He will get it, you know. He's got his move, and that's a great move for Molson if he keeps it. Let's have a look at that. He gets a great exit out of 13 here. At this point, it looked like, I think Addy just ran it wide. He just had to have a double stab of the brakes there, and that allowed Molson up the inside with the switchback into 2nd place. But does he run it wide? Now Addy's trying to switch back. We've got to go back to our leader though as he comes through the final corner. We'll have to see what happens. They're side by side behind Steve, but Steve's going to take victory here in race 2. behind them is going to be anybody's. This could be a photo finish. So congratulations to Steve. Well done for victory. And he's just holding it off from Molson. He does get it by a bumper. Mighty Kid will get fourth. What a finish between Addy and Molson. That's a great finish there. Great race. Now we've got another one coming up. We've got Cassian and Labillion for 5th and 6th. This could be another photo finish. Labillion's going to... Where's he going to go? Duking left and right, but I think Castian's just going to hold it. Oh, he does. So 5th Castian, well done. Labillion in 6th. I can't even talk now. Loopy in 7th. After his little mistake. Global in 8th place. Didn't see too much of him, but on his own in the end, we'll finish in 8th. Still does actually get a 9th in the end, so good for him in the end, considering. There's Tanky in 10th after a lonely race as well. We'll finish there in that GTR in 10th place. Flash will get 11th in the McLaren, and that will round off the field with Golden Lutz in 12th place. It's coming out the final corner now. So that is your round 3 done. And onwards and upwards onto round 4 next time. So join me for that. I think we're actually another long distance venue over there in Japan, I'm pretty sure. So, but we'll that's one to watch as well. But we'll see that as we hopefully it will be back to normal in terms of being next week for that one. But just keep your eyes and ears open on the channel. Thank you for watching again. Thanks for all the likes and subscribe. And if you can share it to at least one person, that'd be appreciated. I thank you again. See you again soon. Bye for now.